two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. Like, there was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. Will pop his head for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have the Saints 1st down. They're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 2. And the Saints 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. There he goes again. And he'll slide to him after picking up about 6.
5-yard gain.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And they'll have it across midfield down the opposing 46-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
Nice job by them getting them back to the perimeter, and he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They get it. Josh Sweat in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
Friends just having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no love? What's the use
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Rattler. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Throwing is Rattler. Back over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 10 yards for number 10 on that one. And it's 1st and 10.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now they find themselves on the verge of really putting together an opening statement drive here at the start of this game. But now that the field becomes condensed, continue to be smart in the way you attack this defense. The last thing you want to do is settle for three in what's been a very impressive opening drive.
And he's going to be knocked out of bounds down at the 3. 10 yards. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first down.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Rattler now back to throw. Now a screen set up for Miller. And he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's third and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually,
Got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
the last thing you can afford in this situation, Mike, is to take a sack. You don't want to go backwards and make the fourth down try that much more challenging. Keep the ball on the ground. Even if you come up short, you'd get another crack at it. And I think now on fourth down, if they do go for it, it's got to come through the air.
Here's Blake Groupie for the Saints. A field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Groupie's kick is good. And the Saints are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
On that opening drive, we'll see the response as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Cardinals come out. They're led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The number 1 overall pick in 2019. The 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
I just love watching Kyler Murray play quarterback, Mike, because it just reminds you that they come in all shapes and sizes. I mean, to be this small, but this fast and have that much arm talent, you just don't see that combination very often, let alone in the NFL. But we are now more than a year removed from that knee injury. I think he's ready to prove that he was worth that number 1 overall pick just a few seasons ago. And he considers himself one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL now that he's fully healthy again.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Working out of the gun, Murray. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seat he can, but the push is too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on fourth down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on third down? Disappointing result for them on that.
So on 4th down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll get something there on the return. Able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Saints offense ready to see the football for the second time. And the field goal on the opening drive took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10.
in there, no gain.
Looking to throw, Rattler. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up third down.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success on third down.
They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
That's good for a Saints. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now Rattler gonna throw. The pressure too much, and he goes down. Aaron Browning, he gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Olave is the motion man. Throwing now is Rattler. Left side into the hands of Olave. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Third and 6. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Here's Rattler. He's got his man, that's Olave. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup.
That's good for a Saints.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A give up the middle with Kamara. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 15 on that game. First down, New Orleans.
First down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Pass is caught by Olave. And they'll get about 8 out of that one. But still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. With the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the first quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the second?
Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. This from 45 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They go play action now. Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball is thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
40-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. He finds Wilson coming across the field. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
Chalkboard, Mike, they all look great, but if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 26. And it sets up 1st and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. This one caught at the 40.
Complete to number 14, Wilson.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he gets it wide. He'll go to the end zone. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession too. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Saints 6.
Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Check the lane like a game of chess. You want to be better, bring the best.
Shaheed in motion. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's a big play to kick off this drive. 42 yards to 10 at the 29-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make big plays. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Prime Time. A one-point affair, 7-6 is the score. More from New Orleans after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd and 11. In motion goes Cooks. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough. Now a much more advantageous spot.
There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big game.
They'll run the sneak. And he is going to have this his first down. At least at first glance, they'll stop the football just beyond the marker. Find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he'll lunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it.
That is taken in for the touchdown. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. And a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does. And I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. Now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and kind of see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. It's up and good. Saints are in the lead by the score of 13-7. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Now, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to Connor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pick up probably 11 yards on that one. It's an Arizona 1st down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. They'll bring up 2nd down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball at that. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss
6. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Take a They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3.
Bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hands. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any CD can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Kamara. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Davis Gaither on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
To throw, it's Rattler. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Throwing is Rattler. Open man, Shaheed. That's complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play call. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On the ground, it's Kamara. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Rattler now back to throw. Got it into the hands of Olave. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard
A
line.
gain of 16 yards.
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
Brings up 2nd
He's
down.
done a really nice job making the most of his his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Olave is the motion man. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's good. Over the middle by Johnson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
7 yards.
Give them 27. And it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Looking to throw. Rattler. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz scheme, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might be more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk that.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Now Rattler gonna throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're gonna hold him to a gain of 3. That's gonna set up third and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back, looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try.
It is brought in the end zone. Brandon Cooks. Down 6. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The
Rupi
kicker
now
on
for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. After the touchdown, it's Rupi to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with first and 10. Now, Murray on the bootleg. That'll be taken in by Connor. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. William Bradley comes up from the safety spot to bring him down.
Nice shot by the running back, making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll fire one deep for Harrison. He's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Harrison Jr.
It is a big gain for Arizona. A pickup of 44 yards.
Cardinals.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Alontae Taylor is there for the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
From the gun, it's Murray. And he will score again. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. That his second touchdown tonight. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Extra point now by Riley. He's got it. TD, he'll send this one away. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense and Spencer Rattler set to take over once more. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing now is Rattler. Left side into the hands of Olave. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45 yards. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and it just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll run. It's Kamara. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Team Davis, Gaither there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Rattler. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force a 3rd down.
And 6 yards to
All
go.
things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Here's Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinal offense heading back out onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. On first down, the drive begins with Connor. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. A nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Arizona.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Murray now to throw on first down. And to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now a second down throw from Murray. Taking off.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn it to a runner, pick up the first down.
Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Jones. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Gain of 22 yards.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
35 yards.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones.
Complete to Zay Jones.
Arizona take its first time out. We'll stop the play. Clock stopping. A little under a minute to go in this second quarter. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Throwing again is Murray. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big...
This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona.
And it's just so hard to play defense down this close to your own goal line. Of course, you have to be prepared for any sort of goal line run, but then these play-action passes down here are just so hard to account for everybody, and it's simply an easy pitch and catch and results in a touchdown.
Chad
Now Ryland for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cardinals will go up by a point here in the second quarter.
Saints 20.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of
So now the Saints will use the first of their three timeouts. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
1-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up second down.
This is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try.
Saints field goal.
This a 57-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. Dortch now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cardinals offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with first and 10. there,
James Conner,
maybe
the
a
running
yard.
ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 9. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Third, they need 8. Back to throw is Murray. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
To return, it's Shaheed. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team possession of the football. The Saints offense get ready for their opening possession of this second half. The lead is 2. They're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And deep for Olave. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, but we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Rattler now back to throw. Got it into the hands of Olave. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 10 yards.
10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, New Orleans.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17
17
yards.
yards on that connection. It's good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Now Kamara. Whoa! And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give the team more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. design run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
On the tackle.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
3rd and 7. To throw, it's Rattler. Taking off, he'll try to get there. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for another Saints. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket. When you let him get...
And he will take it in himself. Spencer Rattler. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Grouping down, on for the extra point. The kick is good. Saints will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of them. So weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the 2nd half. After the touchdown, it's Rufi to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. 30 yards offense, ready to get back at it. They trail here by a couple scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. At left side, that's the tight end, McBride. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One 1st down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
He'll try to work the screen with Connor. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It's pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops. And just nowhere for that back to go.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in. But this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the ball.
Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Cardinals line up for a punt. forthcoming. It's touchdown. Mariners out to the 20-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rattler. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. In motion goes Cooks. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Rattler. And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a 3rd consecutive time.
It's 3rd down. It's a passing down. You know they're going to bring pressure. We've seen it time and time again. But as we've seen, this offensive line, they just haven't been able to handle the different looks the defense has thrown at them, and the sacks keep piling up.
The Saints lining up in punt formation, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Cardinals offense back onto the field for their next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Connor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
2nd and 10. They go play action now. Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Looking from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the Saints' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Murray's going to throw again. A throw on the move is caught. They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
To throw again is Murray. He runs with it.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up second and goal.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Murray now. Ryan Brazil getting in for a sack, and that's going to make it third and goal.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown got a lot more difficult.
So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's third and goal. Working out of the gun, Murray. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again.
Everybody on that sideline, when you find yourself in a goal-to-go situation, you're all thinking the same thing. You're getting 6. Well, next thing you know, you've given up 2 sacks on the previous 3 plays, and I think here on fourth down, I've lost all confidence in my protection, and I think you got to settle for the 3.
Fourth down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals are back within a score. They trail now by 6. Scott Banks, probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And they'll have it across midfield down the opposing 46-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your...
And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take it back to the other side of midfield. Barron's Browning. He keeps the legs churning, runs down the quarterback. It's a loss of 7.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these
do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Rattler. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
CD can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Olave is the motion man. Now Rattler gonna throw. He'll step up and run this. He'll get a dozen out of that one. He's heading to a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Throwing now is Rattler. He'll be forced outright. He'll run again. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
17 yards. That's good for another Saints. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
He'll drop the throw. And he wants the football. Cardinals say they have it, and they do. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays, and that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
Play action now. It's Murray. That's caught by McBride. He's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. Moving left. He'll tuck it and take off. Murray, the former baseball player, knows how to slide. And he does it here, picking up the first down.
First down, Cardinals.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Man open is Jones. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 20.
20-yard pickup there. It's an Arizona first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down. Murray. They'll try to set up the screen here. And it looks like he's going to come up just short for the first down. Out of bounds. Yards shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on the first down. They'll try and run for this with Connor. And they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chain. First down picked up.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on third down. Yes, it is the fourth quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up first down.
Here's first and 10. On the give. This is Connor. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up second down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
Checks the point now by Riley. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Saints 30.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed.
Rashid
The Saints offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession.
At their own 26-yard line.
down. He'll start out with command. And a good piece of running there. Will get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. He'll send a tight end in motion right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Working his way out left.
Well, the quarterback didn't gain a whole lot there, right? But frankly, he didn't need a whole lot of it. Nice job understanding the situation, when to pull it down, and he's able to pick up the first down on his own.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Now, faking the give. Hooks able to pull that one in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Rattler now back to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. One thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
Here is a big one. Third down and 2. To throw, it's Rattler. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
We forced a punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue
At their
out
own
of bounds.
37-yard line.
The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Murray on first down. That ball caught at Zay Jones. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 12.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackle practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. From the gun, it's Murray. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. Who's brought down that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one. Down he goes.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up fourth down.
They try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Saints offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10.
Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last for long. No help at the time and it obvious. No help for the weak, but the strong. Letting your boy ball.
Looking to throw. Rattler. He'll step up and run. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. What a good choice to get. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down for us Saints.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Moreau in motion. A give up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Throwing is Rattler. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. That is caught. Hits gets the ground. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Kamara. This defense all over this one. He gets down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
In motion goes Cooks. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, what a throw. Swinging it across his body, incomplete. Second time they hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
That's good for another Saints. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and favor.
He'll look to throw. He takes off. And he'll get down and avoid the hit. Gain about 7. Setting up third down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll throw here on third and short. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And they're going to have enough to get for here. And it sets up first and goal.
Gain of 6.
Critical third down conversion there. Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
He was brought down by Vic Smelton. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Cardinals' 3-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Now they'll set up to throw. And hold in at the 2. It'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A gain of a
Really
yard.
well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. Dortch now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here's Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinal offense heading back out onto the field. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
That's Harrison in motion. Headed left, buying time. He's going to run it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Well, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
And he's shedding tackles left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
He's taken down at the
It's a
17-yard
pickup of 12. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
First down, Cardinals.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll run with Vernon. And strong runners in deep. Inside the 10-yard line. A gain of 9 on the carry.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 8-yard line.
It is second and a yard. Now Murray keeping it himself.
Runs it on the
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the lead guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before third down. Taking off. And he's got another one.
Touchdown,
Kyler
Arizona.
Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think the quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
Now Ryland for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals will up the lead to 5.
Cardinals 38, Saints 33.
Getting mad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, like siblings. Nothing but my children. What? They disappearing. I'm in the city with a flag.
So now plays with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Jones now on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Saints offensive veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. Left side into the hands of Olave. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now, second and 4. Throwing now is Rattler. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play.
He was defended
It's
by
fourth
Garrett
down.
Williams.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Mike, down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. It's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down. They managed to convert. They'll keep the drive alive.
First down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game.
8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 48-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Rattler going to throw. Now a short one, caught by the tight end Johnson. And he'll be brought down after a short gain. That is enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
New Orleans, and final timeout. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game.
2nd and inches.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now 2nd and inches. Back to the air one more time. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. They bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Saints first down.
So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, from New Orleans, we say goodnight.